What's going on, guys? And this one comes from International Business Times. Twitch streamers call to boycott platform and launch a campaign to protest against hate raids. So Twitch streamers have come up with a day off Twitch, which calls for streamers to step away from the platform for a day as an act of protest against hate raids that have been impacting marginalized streamers, and call out streamers like for its inaction in preventing such raids from happening. The campaign, which has so far gone viral on Twitter, is scheduled to take place on September 1st. Streams on the live streaming service will join the movement to support other content creators affected by hate raids. For those not familiar with the term, hate raids is a form of sustained harassment in which several groups of malicious users launch bot and dummy accounts to jam and flood streamers' account with abusive and hateful slurs and symbols. As for the boycott, the idea came from Shiny Pen, Lucia Everblack, and Raven. In the duration of it, protesters aim to not log into their accounts and take a break from creating or spectating Twitch streams. If many participate in the A Day Off Twitch campaign, Twitch would be compelled to listen and offer better support, particularly to its creators affected by organised attacks and hate raids. So yeah, Raven says, "We are continuing to fight" in a tweet. Shout out to Lucia Everblack and Shiny Pen for helping me out with this. They have Twitch for the first or go live. Yeah. News of the movement comes after Twitch Do Better campaign, which streamers reported the proliferation of awful user experiences on the popular platform. Most of the reports centered on how Twitch reportedly provided half-hearted protection against these kinds of harassment, and the company responded by rolling out several measures to protect streamers, included integrating channel-level ban evasion detection. However, it appears the problem persists since multiple streams still encounter these abusive bots and users on their channels. So yeah, Twitch has tried to reassure streamers that it continues to work to solve the issues, but honestly, there's so many issues with Twitch, right? And I mean, I'm not even gonna stop this video here. I'm gonna go on to another topic. Forbes, Dr. Disrespect knows why Twitch banned him and he's planning to sue, right? At least Dr. Disrespect knows now, a year after, why he was banned, right? So this is when I say there's other problems with Twitch. Getting your channel permanently suspended and never being told why. And being delayed. Dude's been waiting a year for this to drop. To be told hey, what actually happened? So, guy, Dr. Disrespect, BM, was banned from Twitch last year, and while it was one of the biggest gaming stories of 2020, nobody ever came forward to say why or what happened. Twitch's statement at the time was surprisingly vague. As in our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that streamers acted in violation of our community guidelines, which are vague as shit, and our terms of service, which is vague as shit. These apply to all streamers regardless of their status or prominence in the community. FYI, I added in the vague as shit bit, but it is vague as hell. The reason that they could give people just is a line, and it doesn't make sense because it isn't brought in with any context of evidence of what you actually did, right? You'd think that if you did something wrong, then they would give you what you did and then the clip of you doing it. And then be like, you're banned for doing this thing, and here is the clip of you doing this thing. BM didn't offer up any clues as to why he was banned, saying he himself didn't know the whole thing was causing massive anxiety. My anxiety levels are something that comes in these huge waves, he said in a YouTube video at the time. Since then, he has continued to gain audience on YouTube, and has announced the creation of his own game studio. And now over a year since he was banned, Dr. Disrespect says he knows why Twitch banned him and is planning to sue. This was via Dexerto. Whether this is part of the act or genuine remains to be seen. As often the case with Doc. There's a reason why I don't talk about it. I can't talk about this kind of stuff being said in the stream. A lot of people ask, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now. He may have known for months, but he's still not telling the public what happened. Though that seems likely to come out soon enough. And the reason why, and I'll just say it right now, champs. There's a reason why we're fucking suing. We're suing the fuck out of them, okay? He said in stream. I don't know how else to put it. The amount of damages you just don't know. So basically, that's why he's not saying anything, because he's suing them, and that's kind of the way it works. It's weird, right? Courts, you can't like say stuff, right? Until it's like made public, you can't say stuff, right? You only have like the actual legal documents in court that you put in, but like you can't talk about the case or nothing because it can jeopardize the case. Judges don't like it. It's just like a whole block of stumbling shit, and there's just stuff you can't say or do. So I kind of understand why he's not saying anything, because he wants this to go as well as possible, and just you know, get what he's owed and get justice for what happened. And we'll see what the reason is, and then we can see whether it's justice or whether he deserved the ban or not. But if he's suing them, then it's more than likely something that he did not deserve the ban for. But we'll have to see when that comes out, like, what is the actual reason, as we're just speculating now. But apparently he knows, and he's suing, so we'll just have to see where it goes and what happens. And the final story for this, like, Twitch part is Asmongold reveals he's considering quitting Twitch. Yeah. Asmongold, one of the largest Twitch streamers, plays World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14. I know he's played other games as well. I think he played another MMO. I can't remember what it was though. But I'm sure he played another MMO at some point as well. But he's been around for a while, and he says he's ready to call it quits. That he hasn't been enjoying himself lately in Twitch. He's perhaps best known for World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, blah blah blah, being the MMO community for ages. During a recent Twitch stream, Asma noted that he can't have fun, that if he can't have fun, he will stop streaming. To his end, watching what he has to say, in fear of it being used against him, doesn't exactly contribute to the fun sometimes. It's like having fun. I like playing things up. I like doing that stuff. And honestly, if I can't do that, if I can't have fun, I have to constantly watch what I say because people are going to take it and use it against me. I just don't want to stream anymore. That's really the truth, says Asmongold during a recent Twitch stream. There's a big part of me that just wants to quit. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not fun. I'm not enjoying myself. And if it keeps up this way, I probably will. And that's just the honest fucking truth. And I hate to say it, but I don't want to deal with this anymore. Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna quit. Especially if things don't improve. And it's understandable, right? If you're doing something and you're not enjoying it, and it's constantly getting backlash and being part of these conversations, and people don't like you. I'm not talking about his community, I'm talking like other people don't like you and are trying to make it a point to call you out, say this about you, try to catch you out on something, try to spin something into something else. It's draining. It's emotionally, physically draining, right? It's like with Twitch hate rate, with Dr. Disrespect not knowing why he was banned, just everything with Twitch, it's just draining. Just the amount of crap you have to deal with is absurd. You shouldn't have to deal with it, and yeah, it's Twitch's fault. They're just making the platform not a fun place to be in. And a lot of people who have streamed on the platform for a long time don't want to be a part of the platform. Emotionally they're done with it. And you can't blame them for it. It's not surprising people want to jump ship. The only problem is that, like, YouTube, you can stream there, but it's not as good as Twitch. That's just kind of the reality. And it's great if you have a strong community, but you're still not going to get that growth. And there will be people who just will not switch. They won't watch. They'll watch you on Twitch, but they won't watch you somewhere else. And then there's Facebook, and there's multiple reasons why that's just a bad platform. Whilst Facebook is better in some ways, and does have the possibility of gaining you a lot of views, There's also the fact that they have a lot of advertising. There's a lot of stuff on the platform people don't like. There's censorship. There's the amount of data that Facebook collects. Like me, I'm a person and I'm just like done with Facebook. I was done with Facebook years ago. Like 7, 8 years ago, I deleted Facebook. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this shit. I don't want them to have this information. I don't want them to use it. I don't want to have this worry of what happens if my account gets, phished. Because that was happening a lot back then, and it was very unclear as to how it was happening to a lot of people. And yeah, there was also, I think, rumors of leaks as well, where user data had been compromised in some way. So, like, there was just a lot of stuff that makes Facebook not an attractive platform for people, especially people my age who just don't want to be a part of it. You, even then, Facebook is just not, it's not an attractive platform. Let's be honest there. It's not an attractive platform. So yeah, it's just sad overall. We'll probably see a lot of stuff happen with Twitch. If someone actually created a viable alternative, I could see a major shift, but, you know, it has to happen. There has to be, like, that person that does it. Mixer couldn't do it. DLive is trying to do something, but isn't quite working. Yeah, Facebook, they're having some traction with some people, but overall, they're really not doing anything to Twitch. But something has to happen somewhere, right? But anyways, guys, we're getting on to, like, quite a long video here, so let me know about what you think about all the stories down below and, like, your opinions and stuff. I think, overall, just Twitch needs to do better, right? Twitch needs to do better. And we say that for years and years and years, it just doesn't happen. And it's emotionally draining. It's emotionally draining talking about it. It's emotionally draining dealing with it. For everyone involved, viewers, users, streamers. It's just emotionally draining to have this shit constantly all the time. But yeah, guys, like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.